I'm Janeane. This is KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and this is Get the Funk Out. Standing by to join me is Cherie Currie, and she is one of the honorees at this year's She Rocks Awards. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, Janeane, it's so good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Always great to talk to you. Last time I saw you in person was a year ago at the She Rocks in Anaheim.
Yeah, with the great Suzi Quatro. Yeah, that was really an honor to be asked by her to do that. And I was so impressed with She Rocks. I really, really was. And I'm very honored that that they thought about me for this year.
Oh, you bet. I'm so excited when I saw your name on the list.
Thank you so much.
You know, how does it feel to be one of these women being honored?
Well, I have my little
Oh,
award right
nice.
here. Yes, groundbreaker award. How cool is that?
They're well deserved.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, you know, I mean, I just tip my hat to everyone that didn't cancel this thing, and because you know this has been really a tough thing to do online. I mean, and but you know what? That's what women do. We just get it done.
That's right. And that's what Laura B. Whitmore does.
She is the best. She is the best.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I tip my hat to her. What a great gal.
You know, when you think about all of us so remote and not being able to go to such an amazing live event, for her to put this together like this is outstanding.
I know. And I mean, just the honorees this year is just really fantastic. And, you know, I mean, I wish I could meet Nancy Wilson. I mean, now I've never met her, even though the Runaways opened for them back in '76 on a floating stage out in the Midwest.
Whoa.
And I always wanted to meet the girls. I didn't get a chance at that time, but you know, maybe next year.
Hopefully, I would hope that they could be in person. That would be great.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely.
Growing up, was that one of the bands that you really just loved seeing perform live?
Oh, well, you know what? They were really breaking out at the time of the Runaways on our first tour. So they just came out like bats out of hell, these gals. Mm-hmm. And we just, besides Suzi Quatro, we really hadn't heard about, you know, bands like and Nancy Wilson.
Yeah.
And they were just amazing. Of course, I mean, I've never considered myself a singer, so that put a lot of stress on me, especially from Lita Ford. You know, why can't you? She goes, why can't you sing like her? I went, oh my God.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, but
no pressure.
Yeah, she just amazing. Both of them. They did a lot for music and women in music for sure.
Yeah. And I had asked you earlier, but how are you doing with, you know, this pandemic? Everybody is going through these ups and downs. There's just so much uncertainty.
Well, you know what? My son and my wonderful ex-husband, Robert Hayes, they lost their house in the Woolsey fire. And I mean, everything, even all my instruments and even some instruments from the Runaways he had in his brand new studio that he had just built. He happened to be in Texas shooting his first starring role in a film when this fire hit. And so that was really tough for Bob. His girlfriend made him leave immediately. So he only had the shirt on his back. They took no paperwork. And Bob, you know, I mean, he's in his 70s. I mean, a lot of memorabilia, everything. And so Jake moved in with me.
Okay.
He and his girlfriend. And then after being here for 6 months, they went on to their own place. And that was tough because I've always been alone, but then to really have my son here, because they were both here when they shut us down. And so we just sheltered in place for a half a year, but I miss them a lot. And then, I just never really realized what I was missing, having family around me. And so since October, it hasn't been as delightful as I think it could have been if they had stayed, but you know, they have their lives too. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I just kind of keep on keeping on. And unfortunately I can't carve because everyone's home and it's very noisy. I wouldn't do that to my neighbors, but I'm just counting the days to be for this to be over, because there's only so long you can stay alone in a house and not see anybody. Yeah.
Exactly. I know. Who's that?
That's my dog. Yeah, I guess somebody.
He's like, I want hugs too.
I know it. And I do give them hugs, that's for sure. But anyway, I mean, how's it been for you? Are you alone as well, or?
No, I'm married, and my girls are both here. One moved back home, and it's actually been great. She was originally living off campus locally at school, but with school online, it was better for her to move back. And it's interesting because I used to go off and go write and do a bunch of things outside of the house, and now I've had to kind of carve out space. It's really important, and then have people understand this is my time, my space, because you got to get stuff done.
Oh, absolutely. But anyway, I think we're just about full up with this lockdown, for sure. And we shall see.
Yeah,
we shall see.
Can you carve in your garage? Do you have space?
Oh no.
No.
Oh no, not with the gas saw. You have to be outside, and and even if I did in my garage, it would still be very loud.
Yeah.
And I've carved here at home for 11 years, and my neighbors have all ordered something from me throughout those years. But the thing is they're always at work, and now they're all home. Yeah. And actually my neighbor behind me was cutting down a couple of trees, and I just thought, it really annoyed me when I'm not the one with the chainsaw in my hand.
Right.
It's not a pleasant sound.
Right.
Yeah. So I want to continue to be able to carve here. So yeah.
How long, when did you get into that? When did you learn to do that?
Wow. It's about late 2001. So it's been 20 years now.
It's so intricate what you do. I mean, did that just come naturally? Did you give a mentor?
No, it did come naturally. The chainsaw itself is about 98% of the carving. And I mean, as I continued on doing it all these years, I started getting really good at just doing detail with the saw. But then I moved to, grinders and Dremels for eyes. And I'm still waiting to get this Indian that I'm doing right now for a client that's been waiting for years. And I have him all roughed out. The body's roughed out, and I can't finish him. So I think he'll be very, very happy for me to be. I'll be very happy to have that done. That's for sure.
Maybe you can just have like this agreement with your neighbors that X amount of time on the weekend is your time. I mean, people mow their lawns. They have leaf blowers. There's noise.
Sure. Yeah. But I mean, I carve usually from 10 to 4, and it's continuous noise.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is I would much rather wait until they lift this lockdown and and then go for it. And then if I get a complaint, then I'll deal with it. But when we're locked in place here in California, as you know, I mean, we're locked down tight.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it's so disconcerting. We have 0% bed capacity in the ICU.
Yeah.
Numbers are crazy.
Yes, it is. And I do wish that people would, please wear a mask. And, if you're walking your dog outside and there's no one around, you don't have to wear it. But if you're around people, you just have to. And, we've really got to get on with life. And
I agree.
As long as people are spreading this thing, then we're not going to be able to do that.
You're right. I even heard there are people having underground parties in LA. I'm sure that's going on everywhere.
Yes, I've heard that too. And the police are really cracking down, and people are tired of it. So the thing is, if you think your neighbor's going to be nice to you and let you get away with it, it's just not going to happen. And that's a very sad thing too, is it's just turning people against each other. And and it's so silly. If we could just for the next 3 weeks, I would think the incubation period would be 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks, stay at home, wear the mask, no exceptions.
Yes.
And then hopefully we'll have an upper hand.
I agree. I completely agree. Yeah. Have you been finding that you've been maybe collaborating or getting together with other musicians online on Zoom? I mean, how are you staying sane?
Oh, wow. Well, I've actually been busier up until just a couple months ago doing recordings for people. Will reach out to me on Cameo and they tell me that they're a musician.
Hmm.
And I will say, well, send me a couple songs. And a couple of those musicians, I really love their songs. I ended up doing duets with them.
Amazing.
And I do have a really, really neat surprise coming this year with a very wonderful friend of mine who you could probably guess, but it's a secret, so I can't say anything. A
Okay.
duet on her album coming out, and I've been very, very busy
That's good.
recording and doing videos. And I've got my brand new video coming out, I think in about a week or a week and a half, from my new album, Blvds of Splendor. It's called Rock and Roll Oblivion.
Nice.
And three of the original players are on it. I got all these wonderful violinists that everybody donated their time.
Hmm.
And it's so good. It really is such a great video. So I'm very excited about that. So that'll be coming out in a week or two.
Oh, good, good. I'll have to put some information on my blog. I didn't get any information on that. So whenever
Well, great.
Ken send it to me or something.
Oh, Ken's the best. Ken Phillips is my rock. He's been with me now for 11 years. And
Whoa.
I'll tell you, I would be invisible if it wasn't for Ken Phillips. Just a remarkable PR guy. And,
That's great.
yeah, I mean, he's stuck with me for the rest of my life, I'll tell you.
That's great. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
You know, what would you say to people right now that are stuck at home and they're musicians and they're feeling kind of down?
You know, if you can get out and walk,
Hmm.
if you can get out where you can take that mask off and be safe and keep other people safe, do it. You know, that's the one thing that I think we're missing, you know, a lot is being able to get outside, because they're telling us to stay indoors. It just is, it is difficult. But the thing is that, hey, there's a lot of great movies on, you know,
Right.
you get on your little exercise bike like I have, and my older sister Sandy got me a little stepping thing, and treat yourself well. You know, really try to treat yourself with love, because if you don't, no one else can.
Right. Yeah. So I had a birthday on the 12th and I actually went to the beach. There were 2 people there because it was a Tuesday. Okay.
That's nice.
Yes, it was perfect. And as we were leaving the beach, I could not believe people in bars, people in restaurants. There was no 6 feet away or anything. So, you know, I'm just trying to find my pocket of peace and sanity outside of the house. I don't go out that often at all. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't either. But this too shall pass, right? I mean, that's the only thing. We can't let go of the hope of a better tomorrow, because I think that a lot of people are, and that's something we can't let happen. You know, we just have to reach out on social media, do whatever we can to help other people, and in turn, it helps you too. You know.
You bet. So where can people find out more about what you're up to, your upcoming video, everything?
Well, they can find me on Facebook. That's my main thing. I'm really not on Twitter. I am, but I'm rarely on there.
Okay.
But yes, my official Facebook page, Cherie Currie Official. And yeah, I mean, they can find out just about everything. And if they want to buy a great record, Blvds of Splendor is it. It's the record I always wanted to make after I left the Runaways. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life. And Matt Sorum produced it. I've got Slash and Duff on it, and Brie Darling and the Veronicas, who are great girls.
Oh yeah.
And Juliette Lewis. And it's just a fantastic album. I think, I guarantee you, if they pick it up, they're going to love it. I guarantee it.
I had Matt on my show. He's great.
Yeah, he is talented. I mean, that guy, boy, he cracks the whip. He cracks the whip, but it's always, you know, for the greater good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We need those people.
We certainly do.
You know?
He did a great job on my album. A great job.
That's amazing. Well, good. All right. So, and people can see you Friday, She Rocks Awards.
That's right. Yes. Everybody come look, be with us.
You bet. We need this. So thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, Janeane, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sure we'll meet one day in person. I really look forward to that.
And I can't wait to hug people.
Yes. Did I meet you at She Rocks last year? Or no?
I actually saw you last year, but I've met you before that, and I met you through Brie because and I came to the Grammy Museum.
Oh my, that's why you look so familiar to me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good to see you again.
You too. You too. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so very much. And well, I'll see you again. That's for sure.
You will. You will. All right. Stay well.
Thank you, Janeane. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Stay well.